and was ranked the world's most livable city 7 years in a row.
Damn! Whoa! Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna be checking out a video that was recommended by L Bell. And L Bell says 10 best places to visit in Australia travel video. So we're gonna be checking out that video today. So thank you for watching. If you have any recommendations, you can also click the link in the pinned comment section, and it's gonna be a Google form, and you can recommend videos just like L Bell did, and I'll check them out as soon as possible. And also a link for the original video will be in the description just in case you want to see that video as well. So thank you for watching. Without further ado, let's check it out.
What's up guys, my name is Ryan and I recently returned from exploring Down Under and I want to share with you my favorite places. And I recently returned from exploring Down Under and I want to share with you.
What? There's a big ass hole right here. Wait, what? You didn't hear that. I said there's a big ass hole right there. But what? That's so cool. And the water is like Florida, South Carolina. I don't know, man. I think they got the best in the world, but I don't know, brother. This is beautiful. Wow.
My favorite places, so here's my Australia top 10. Australia is a massive country home to some of the world's most beautiful and diverse landscapes. From the pristine beaches of Esperance to the tropical island of Lord Howe, Australia is waiting to be experienced. Let's start this video off on Tasmania. Located off of Australia's southeast coast, Tasmania is an island home to some of the country's best nature and wildlife. I spent a few days road tripping Tasmania and I was blown away by the beauty of this place. One of the main reasons I wanted to come here was to visit Cradle Mountain. It's located in the Central Highlands of Tasmania and the area is part of Cradle Mountain Lake St. Clair National Park, and it's home to some of the most beautiful scenery in Tasmania. What really drew me to the area is the wombats. They're the cutest animals I've ever seen.
Boy, I don't get emotional, dog. That thing cute for real, man. Gee.
Scenery in Tasmania. What really drew me to the area.
Nah, Australia got a special place in my heart, dog. Like, there's only a few countries in the world that's gonna have a special place in my heart. Australia got it, bro. Y'all got it.
Area is the wombats. They're the cutest animals I've ever seen, and there was this place called Ronnie Creek where you could go on these raised walkways, and we saw at least 20 wombats. I mean, it was so peaceful to hear them munch on the grass. I mean, talk about nature ASMR. Now, another incredible place in Tasmania is Cape Way. Located on the Tasman Peninsula, Cape Way is home to some of the tallest sea cliffs in the southern hemisphere. You can reach it by a 10-kilometer hike, but we decided to take a boat tour out to Cape Way. It took us about an hour to get there, and the views along the way were amazing. Once we reached Cape Way, I was just amazed by the size of the rocks and sea cliffs, and it was such a spectacular area. After, we're going to head to the mainland to visit Western Australia. Before I came to Australia,
Bruh. Nah, bruh. Nah. That is pretty.
thought it would be feasible to road trip across the country in a day or two until I realized it was a 40-hour drive from Sydney. The 4-hour flight is definitely a faster option, but if you want to do a week or two road trip, it would be an incredible drive. Now, the capital of Western Australia is Perth, which is the 4th most populous city in the country. What I particularly liked about Western Australia is its coastline. The beaches are home to white sands, crystal clear waters, and kangaroos just chilling on the beaches. The area around Esperance is particularly beautiful. It's home to some of the whitest sand in Australia and the world. I mean, I can't believe the beauty of this place. Now, special thanks to my friend Earthwiz Tom for sharing his footage of Esperance. He makes great videos of Australia, and I'll link his channel in the description so you can check them out. One of my favorite beaches in Esperance is Twilight Beach. It's located 10 minutes outside the town of Esperance, and it has this massive rock just off the coast that is popular for some cliff jumping. Another beautiful place in the area is Cape Le Grand. It's a pristine coastline home to these untouched beaches, and maybe you'll see some kangaroos roaming around. After, we're going to head into Australia's center to visit the outback. And when you look at Australia from space, you'll notice that basically all the cities are on the coast, but the interior of the country is an orange, desolate landscape with hardly anyone living there, and that's the outback. The most iconic landmark in the outback is Uluru, or Ayers Rock. It's a massive monolith made up of sandstone. You can reach the area by flying into the nearby town of Ulara, or also by making the 4-hour drive from Alice Springs. Now, Uluru is a sacred site for the indigenous Australians, and it's believed to be a resting place for ancient spirits. There's definitely an energy there, and it's just bizarre how it sits alone in the desolate outback. Afterwards, we're going to head over to Brisbane. Located on the east coast, Brisbane was founded in 1824, and today it's the third most populous city in Australia and the capital of Queensland. It's a beautiful city built on the Brisbane River and has an average of 260 days of sunshine per year. Just an hour from Brisbane.
See, I appreciate this video, because like I've always checked out videos about Australia and I've never seen Australia like inside, right? And the closest I got to that was when I checked out a video, dash cam videos of Australians driving, and I was quite amazed. But my goodness, this looks like downtown Miami, boys. Let's go party. Look at all the boats. Oh my gosh, just that Miami would be a little bit more boats, but it's not exact. That's the point. It's a reflection. You know what I mean? It's what comes to mind. Oh my gosh. Wow. Australia is beautiful. God.
Brisbane is the Gold Coast, which is this incredible city with a huge beach contrasted with skyscrapers. If you want a more natural setting, you can embark to the Glasshouse Mountains. Located about an hour's drive from Brisbane, the Glasshouse Mountains are a group of 13 volcanic peaks. They are some of the most peculiar mountains I've ever seen. The tallest is Mount Birwa with an elevation of 556 meters. If you want to see them from the air, you can take a scenic plane tour to witness these unique mountains. After, we're going to visit Whitehaven Beach. Regularly voted as one of the best beaches in the world, Whitehaven Beach is located on the Whitsunday Island, and you can reach it by taking a boat or seaplane. The boat tour is the most affordable option, and you can reach Whitehaven by departing from places such as Airlie Beach or Shute Harbor on the mainland. Once you arrive at Whitehaven, you'll be amazed by the surrounding scenery. The sand is made up of silica, giving it its white color, and when combined with the blue ocean water, it creates this swirly turquoise mix that winds back into the island's inlet, and it's just incredible to look at. You can get an elevated view of the area from the Hill Inlet Lookout. I mean, this place is on another level. Another incredible destination on the nearby mainland is Cape Hillsborough National Park. Now, when I imagine Australia, kangaroos on the beach always come to mind, and Cape Hillsborough is one of the best places in the country to see them roaming on the coast. If you want the best chances of seeing them, you can wake up around 5 a.m. to witness the kangaroos and wallabies on the beach for sunrise. I mean, it's such an incredible setting with the rising sun and the kangaroos feeding on the mangrove sea pods and seaweed. After, we're going to head back to the ocean to visit probably one of the most famous places in Australia, the Great Barrier Reef. It's located in the northeastern coast of Australia, and it's the biggest reef system in the world, stretching over 2,300 kilometers. It can be seen from space and is the world's largest structure.
So you're not going to mention about the fact that that thing looked like a heart?
And the kangaroos feeding on the mangrove sea pods and seaweed. After, we're going to head back to the ocean to visit probably one of the...
Is that natural? Or is it like one of them Dubai type vibe going on? We carve something out. How? That literally looks like a heart. Holy smokes. Gosh, man. Wow. Australia is beautiful. Y'all got some gems. I can't lie to you.
The most famous places in Australia, the Great Barrier Reef. It's located in the northeastern coast of Australia, and it's the biggest reef system in the world, stretching over 2,300 kilometers. It can be seen from space and is the world's largest structure made by living organisms. It's easy to see why it's one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. It's home to over 10% of all the ocean's fish species, and there's also plenty of whales and sharks. I mean, it would be a dream to scuba dive here one day. A potential city to actually...
No, not doing that. I'm not doing that. But it would be cool, honestly, but I don't know, man. Probably when I'm like 90, I don't know. I got 9 more years to live. I'm 90. I got 9 more years. Shit. Nah, I do my thing.
The Great Barrier Reef from is Cairns. It's located near some of the most prime coral reefs and islands of the Great Barrier Reef, and you can reach it by taking a 40-minute boat ride from Cairns. Afterwards, we're going to head up north to visit the Daintree Rainforest. Located about a 3-hour drive from Cairns, the Daintree Rainforest is a combination of massive mountains, pristine beaches, and possibly the oldest rainforest in the world, which began over 110 million years ago. The rainforest is home to animals such as the southern cassowary, and I particularly like the area around Cape Tribulation. I mean, just so scenic with mountains covered in lush vegetation. It's definitely one of my favorite places in Australia when it comes to natural beauty. After, we're going to head back to Australia's cities to visit Sydney. Located on the southeast coast, Sydney was founded back in 1788 as a British penal colony, and today
1788. America gained independence in 1776. So the British, you lost America, now you go get them. The British.
Today, it's the most populous city in Australia of around 5 million people. It's home to the world famous Opera House, which was opened in 1973. I really like the beaches around Sydney. One of the most famous ones is Bondi Beach. It's located just 20 minutes outside of Sydney, and it's a massive beach and has some really cool pools alongside the ocean. Just down the coast is also Bronte Beach. It's smaller than Bondi Beach, but has its own charm, and there's this really cool public pool called Bronte Baths that you can get in if you don't want to swim in the ocean. A beautiful place outside of Sydney is the Blue Mountains. They are located about an hour and a half's drive from Sydney, and it's this incredible mountain range that has a famous distinct color due to a combination of eucalyptus oil droplets from the forest combining with water vapor and dust, creating a blue hue. A great lookout point in the mountains is from the Three Sisters. It's only a short walk to the lookout, and you get an amazing view of the rock pinnacles and the mountains in the background. After, we're going to head to Melbourne. Located in the state of Victoria, about a 9 hours drive from Sydney. Melbourne is the second most populous city in Australia and was ranked the world's most livable city 7 years in a row. There's a lot to
Whoa! Boy, no. What? Oh God, bro, like, nah. Australia, man. The day when I start thinking to myself, it's time to choose somewhere that I think I can raise a family, I can live. No, Australia are the books, dog. Dude, what is this? Dude, you don't like to live. You want to have somewhere that you can visit, with the fam. And you want to visit that place and it's like so cool. It's not like normal. You know what I mean? And Australia got some crazy shit. Like, what is this?
Do around Melbourne, such as taking a drive through the scenic Black Spur Forest. One of the most famous places in the area is the 12 Apostles. Located about a 3 hours drive from Melbourne, the 12 Apostles is a set of limestone sea stacks. There was originally 8 of them, but one collapsed in 2005 due to the constant erosion of waves and wind. While you're there, you can marvel at the stacks from the boardwalk.
Yo! Holy shit! Bro, there's a few countries in the world that can compete with this, bro. There's just a few. For sure, you got about probably 2 European countries or 3 European countries that can actually... Well, Italy and Spain and Portugal. Iceland. I don't remember if Norway has stuff like this. I don't remember Norway, but I do believe Iceland, the one that is all the way by itself. United States, obviously. There's not a lot of countries that can compete with this. Out of all the billion countries in the world, I think it's like 200 countries, official countries, I'm not sure. Probably 197. But out of the many countries that are in the world, only probably 50 countries, I'm gonna go 50, that can actually give you these type of scenes. Like, it's just the truth. This is mad.
And many viewpoints. For our final destination, we're going to visit Lord Howe Island. Located in the Tasman Sea between Australia and New Zealand, you can reach Lord Howe Island by taking a 2-hour flight from Sydney. The island is just insanely beautiful. It's called the Hawaii of Australia, and after visiting it, I understand why. There can only be 400 tourists on the island at a time, and another interesting fact about Lord Howe is that it's the largest island ever to eradicate all its rats, which in turn has allowed the birds and wildlife to flourish here. One of the main reasons I wanted to go to Lord Howe Island was to visit Ball's Pyramid. It's the tallest sea stack in the world with a height of 572 meters. It's one of the wildest rock formations I've ever seen as it sits alone in the desolate ocean. Now to get to Ball's Pyramid, it was about an hour boat ride from Lord Howe Island. We went with this tour company called Reef and Beyond Eco Tours, and it was an adventure getting there. We boated around the entire sea stack, and I was just baffled by the scale of this place. I felt like Jack Sparrow discovering a treacherous island. We were going to snorkel in the water, but the sea was too rough, so it wasn't possible. After exploring Ball's Pyramid, we headed back to Lord Howe Island and got some incredible views on the way. While we were on Lord Howe, we had bikes to get around and we did some great hikes. One of my favorites was Malabar Kims. There were some incredible views of the sea cliffs, and then we walked on the ridgeline to Kim's Lookout, and we were able to get an amazing view of the full island. I mean, this place is paradise. Another one of my favorite things that we did on the island was snorkeling. Lord Howe is home to the southernmost coral reef in the world, so there's tons of great snorkeling spots. We went to Ned's Beach and had a great time swimming in the warm, clear waters. We saw plenty of fish and a few sea turtles. Now for sunset, I love going down to Lagoon Beach to watch the sun light up the mountains of Lord Howe. Places don't get more perfect than this island. Well, that is it for my Australia top 10. I'm barely scratching the surface. I mean, there's so much to see in this incredible country, so I'll be back for part 2. Let me know where your favorite place is in Australia in the comments below. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok.
My boy, I'm just gonna say it to you right now. I'm not trying to be mean, Australia, but it's hard for me to choose, dog. Like, there's just many things, brother. Like, I'm going through the video right now trying to figure out which one I like the best. The Whitehaven Beach was tight. It was nice. It was solid, right? Because the way how the sand and the beach, you know, that was nice, right? Whew. And then the heart shape, the Great Barrier Reef, you know, that was freaking amazing. The rainforest was tight. You know what I liked? That one place where you had the trees going up, up, up. What was that called? Melbourne, right? So that was in Melbourne. That was freaking amazing, dude. Like, oh my gosh. Holy smokes, bro. I can't choose. It's just whatever, man. Shout out to Australians. You guys have a very beautiful country. It's quite similar to the United States, but it's amazing to see the beauty outside of the United States and in another country, because it just feels refreshing. The things that you see in the United States, it's not something that you readily, you know, want to see somewhere else. Like when I saw the boats and the yachts and, you know, the skyscrapers, it's cool. It's like, man, you know, you see that. We got that, you know. But to see some other things that are quite strange, that is not a day-to-day thing, it's a very amazing feeling, and it's a huge blessing. So thank you for recommending this video. It was amazing, and shout out to Daniel. Is that what his name is? Ryan. Shoot, Ryan. I'm so sorry. His name is Ryan Shirley. Shout out to him for making these videos, you know, because without him, you know, we had to spend a lot of money just to get to see all of these places, but he did it for us, so really appreciate it. But I cannot lie, Australia is definitely a country that I would consider living in for the rest of my life. It's a beautiful country. I know there are some things that would freak me out, like the snakes and the spiders and so on and so forth, but at the end of the day, life is a risk, and when the risk is worth it, you just gotta take it. So thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know what was your favorite place. I know it's gonna be difficult, or at least tell me which of these you visited. Shout out to Shirley. Like I said, Ryan Shirley. A link for the original channel will be in the description, so you guys can actually check him out and check out some other places. And that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.